said your music would be a welcome companion. I didn't mean...
Don't you know any other goddamn tune? Huh?
No, sir.
Of course you do, lad. Play him that haunting air you played me this morning.
I'm what's known as an elite game master. That means I don't just create adventures.
He becomes them.
I've reached the deepest dungeon. I'm now Lord of the Little People.
I'm an artist. My campaigns are multi-layered tapestries upon which I texture themes and subject matter which, quite frankly, would simply be too strong for your hobbyist gamer.
Stumble into the abyss of fire. You are no more. I have a spell to save me. There is no protection. You will burn forever and ever in eternal torment. You are no more. No.
Go raise an army and bring them to me immediately.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
I understand that every time I have to kill one, it hurts.
But if we don't kill nature, how will we build our houses?
Witches scrying, ladders flying, ice dying. Hark the herald! Hark the herald!
That was amazing.
So I've been working on that one about a month, but just couldn't finish it till last week.
Lightning bolt.
I've never seen that before. The lightning bolt scene.
It's butter
Really?
supple to me.
Yeah. Who was the music group? If that's what
That's
that was.
Order of Jaldabaoth.
Okay.
Hey, that's a bold choice to have some rockin' Klansmen.
Well, the lead singer of that band's in like 4 different bands that I listen to, so that's just like his like folk metal band.
Folk metal.
Well, no, I know you like industrial. He's got a really good industrial band you'd probably like. So, did we lose Caroline?
I think we did.
I hope not. I hope that she's just eternally stuck like that because that's enormously cute.
I hope she's trying to bring a sneeze back into play. Oh, she is
back.
You have no audio.
Sorry, I muted in case I came back unexpectedly. I don't know. My Wi-Fi is not my friend.
Right on. Cool. All right, guys. We had a week off because of a lot of circumstances, but here we are.
Woo.
How's everybody doing?
How do we D&D again?
Yeah, I forgot. Did we roll dice? Is that how I play this game?
I thought you did a thing, Caroline.
Coin flip thing, right?
Yeah. Right? We just flip coins the whole time?
Caroline, I thought you did a thing.
What did a thing? Oh, no, not tonight.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, if you guys remember, you left off where you went through Fastandia's mansion, took her down, and then you came back to reality. And, the members of the Avowed said that since you basically proven yourself that you're not, baddies, that you did a good thing, that they're going to let you guys in on something else that they think that they know Basil's up to. So if you guys have not healed or rested, go ahead and do that because you're going to have at least enough time to do that. but they're pretty quickly going to have you guys whisked away to do something.
Whisk us away.
Do we do it? Can we get a full heal in, or?
Sail away,
Yeah.
sail away,
Okay.
sail
I wasn't sure if we
away.
had to use some dice.
Hey, JD.
Sail away, sail away.
Get all them spell slots back.
Yeah.
Anyone who leveled up, get your new hit points.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just Dad.
10? Oh, Dad.
Dad, just Dad. What's up,
Lazy
Porsche? No.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys, figure that out, and you know that's how that Basil's people were getting into Candlekeep, or at least that's how Basil got in. The Avowed had told you that other people had gotten in, and they had brought books, and once they got in, they all started intermingling with each other. So that's how they knew that they were all connected and looking for certain books and everything. And the Avowed has told you now that they know that Basil stole a book, and now we know how a book got stolen, but they don't know what book got stolen. So that's going to be the big, the overarching deal you're going to have to figure out here. But they do want to make you privy to something. Shortly before Lessard arrived with Morgana, one of the people that came to the keep brought a book, and it was taken to a study below Candlekeep called the Firefly Study, or the Firefly Cellar is what's called, but it's a study. And this is like basically an intense area of study where the books are like heavily dissected. And this particular book, when it was brought down, it was brought in by two members of Basil's group. One of them went off to other parts of Candlekeep, and the other one went down to the cellar and opened the book. And whenever he opened the book, he instantly got cursed, and so did everyone in the cellar. So the people down in the cellar have been on quarantine now for the past couple months because this curse is transmutable to anyone who gets near someone who has the curse on them.
The transitive property of cursing.
That is unfortunate.
Well, we won't go to the cellar then.
I don't suppose we know the nature of this curse.
Well, that's the thing, is that everyone in the upper part of Candlekeep do not know about it because, or they know that there is a curse and that they have sealed themselves off, and that the leader down there, his name is Varnier. He is a senior scribe of the Firefly Cellar. Or she is a senior scribe of the Firefly Cellar. She is a 600-year-old sun elf. And she has passed notes up, to the Avowed above, and they basically have said that they don't know what it is, but it somehow has this entrancing tune that plays in your head and causes you to hum along with it.
Seems
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
The
Well, the problem is,
doesn't seem deadly.
the guy that, here's the thing. The guy that brought it with Basil's people, he's the one who opened the book, and he was the first one to begin humming. He committed suicide.
Cool.
Yes. And two members of the Avowed are also dead. One of them was the first one to start humming after the guy who brought it. And he was killed by the next one in line who did it because that person was being drove crazy. And then that person killed himself.
Cool.
But the remaining people down there are Varnier, as I told you. Then there's Ebder Smallstone, who is a human scribe. And Galeby Smallstone, which is his daughter, which he had recently brought to Candlekeep to learn their ways, and they just unfortunately were in the cellar at the time. And then there was also Cthulhu, which is a tabaxi, If you guys don't know what that is, it is a cat person. Yep. And Tabaxi also, unfortunately, had only been at Candlekeep for 6 days whenever the quarantine began. And then there is Crinkle, which is a Kinku, and Crinkle is the custodian of the keep. If you guys know what Kinkus are, they're like raven people. So last that the Avowed heard was they were all okay, but all of them had this tune about them. And then there was the ones driven mad. One killed themselves. The original guy killed himself. So the Avowed have asked you. They said, we will fully assist you with all of your needs. You have the full scale of Candlekeep for us to take down Basil together. But we ask that you help us solve this right now because obviously our people are down there and we don't want this thing to get out. So are you guys willing to go down there?
Not yet.
You're not?
Well, not yet.
Okay.
How have you been communicating with the people down there?
They've sent notes up, and we've how
though? Like rope and string, or
no? There's a door, and they'll leave rations and stuff there.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're not in close contact with the person spread.
Yeah, you have to be around them long enough to hear the humming all the way through.
Well, have you tried anything so far to lift the curse?
He said we are at a loss. They're down there working around the clock trying to research what about this book even made it happen.
So if we don't hear the music, would we not be cursed?
Right.
So we have like headphones, earmuffs.
Take candle wax and stuff it in your ears.
Except they don't hear it with their ear; they hear it in their head.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it needs your ear to be heard.
It could be. They don't fully understand it.
Okay.
All they know is it's a very slow time because it's been quite a while now since the guy originally came. So slowly these people are getting killed off in the order in which they get the hum.
Have they tried any clergy?
No. There's not been anything like that. There's no one down there like that. No one new has gone down. They have quarantined themselves and are doubling their efforts to try to learn this thing.
So when I leveled up, I added a spell called Dispel Magic.
Okay. All right.
So it might be worth trying on the book.
Sure.
And maybe even on people themselves if it's a spell that's somehow been cast from the book to them.
Sure.
But that then, of course, requires getting in close contact.
So who volunteers to go down?
Well,
go down.
The Kingdom of Kundrakar respects your rules here, but should the magic be emanating from the book and any of my companions in danger, I'll have no choice but to kill anything that threatens us, be it scribed or living.
You shall tread so lightly because unless attacked, you won't attack anyone or any book in this land.
Fair enough.
But if the book is...
Do you value the lives of your scribes above these books, then?
We value them equally.
Should one be put in front of the other? Would you make a choice?
Well, that choice is not one that we're willing to make. So they have chosen to quarantine themselves down there because they didn't
understand.
Want to spread fear.
I understand. The books are your citizens.
Do we have any idea of the size of the room that this is that we're going down to, or?
It is a 3-level cellar. There's living quarters down there. Obviously, the entire place was designed for intense study, for a group of people to intense study. Not like the rooms you've seen before, like Fistandia was in, which is for solo study. This is, a group effort, and it's called the Firefly Cellar because it's entirely lit by fireflies, and Crinkle is like the curator of the fireflies.
Would we find serenity down there?
Maybe.
Serenity.
Are the pages of books moving around like a leaf on the wind? All right, I'm done making Firefly references.
No. I was like,
I mean, the
not
fact
gonna get them.
That one hurt.
The fact that you're wearing like a Hawaiian shirt right now. It's just we got Watch with us. Anyways.
All right.
I'm going down.
Yeah, I'm not waiting like I did last time. So. All right.
I was going to say, I figured that you.
I learned my lesson.
Ulfgar's good then.
Miriam's coming too.
Okay.
Obviously.
Bean, you want to watch the door since you're scared to go down?
Well, I'm not scared to go down. I just wanted more information.
Okay.
I'm not just going to go down. I'm thinking about, just in case, plugging my ears and taking advantage of Thieves' Cant to communicate, at least between the two of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since she's not plugging her ears, she could be my conduit into the hearing world.
Okay. So you want to do something to try to stop you from hearing it?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a roll for survival.
He's permanently deafened himself.
Yeah, probes in your ears.
12.
That will be duly noted.
The worst that has happened, I'll go and.
Is everyone good then? Alon, you're good to go down too?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, it won't kill us immediately.
Yeah, we got like a week.
You got a lot longer than that because it's been a while since they've been here.
This is fine.
And are the only ones who and they are all hearing that in their head? The people who are still down there and living are all hearing it in their head?
Yeah. It is spread to everyone in the cellar. There you go.
Oh,
and I'm going to give you guys the link to it in the private chat so you can move your pieces around.
Oh, funky.
How cool is this map, though, right?
Pretty awesome.
The maps for this have been great.
Yeah, I agree. Private chat, and there's your Albert link. You guys will get to see everything, but on screen I'm only going to show what you can see from here. So if you're looking here, this is level 1 basically, and you see that square in the middle? That is a book lift that goes down to level 2, and you can see level 2 down there.
Wait, what is the book lift again?
That big square.
Oh, in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I was opening up the tab and did not see what you were pointing to.
Wow.
Funky.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is dope.
This is not an official map either.
Wow.
Neither was Fistandia's mansion. I mean, the map was, but somebody painted it, and they painted this one too.
They need to hire these people.
Yeah, these are really good.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So I have you all present, and you guys can take over as you see fit. So, of course, you go down there. It's just a given that you're going to get to meet everyone that you meet. Everyone, what's his name? Her name, Varnier. Varnier the elf, Ebder the human, his daughter Galeby, Cthulhu the tabaxi, and Crinkle the kinku.
Crinkle.
Who are all currently cursed.
Yeah, but when you guys meet all of them, they all come greet you. They're not apparent like cursed. There's nothing about them that seems off. They just seem fine right now. And they're like, they
6
welcome.
feet, motherfucker.
Yes.
We're on the top floor?
Yes.
Of 3. levels.
Yes, you just came off that little staircase, and there's a staircase that goes down to the second level, or you can take the book lift. And of course, when you move about, you can ask me what you want to look at, and I can tell you if you see anything specific or whatever. It's really up to you. You can just
I'm curious
let
to
me know.
explore the alcoves around the top level.
What's that?
I'm curious to explore the alcoves around the top level.
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and tell you here. All right. This is a good little paragraph, so bear with me. All right. I can repeat it if you need. It says, the circular room contains curved, dark wood bookcases packed with books of assorted shapes, sizes, and ages. Flowers and ceramic pots line the tops of the shelves, giving the area a sweet fragrance. Alcoves are spaced at regular intervals around the perimeter of the room. 4 of them contain polished bronze statues of bespectacled scholars, and 3 hold overstuffed chairs. In the center of the room, a brass railing surrounds an overlook that gives a view of the lower level of the stacks. Hanging from the ceiling above the opening in the floor is an enormous stone sculpture of an open book that looks as though the cover is flapping to keep it aloft. A spiral staircase to the east leads down, as well as up to the trapdoor exit set into the ceiling. The occasional errant firefly flits about. So,
door in the ceiling?
Right there. The what do you call it? The book lift thing.
Oh, I thought you said there's a trapdoor above the staircase.
The exit door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like, barricaded from the other side right now.
Well, I guess we go down.
Where is the book?
Yeah.
In the ceiling. The open book is in the ceiling. It's like a sculpture, I'm assuming.
No, the book that's cursed.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, yeah. Do it.
They've got it down. Hold on one second. Because they could take you to it. Let me see. I actually forgot where they had that damn thing.
I would assume at the bottom.
Probably. But the bottom then is like...
No, hold on. It does specifically say it somewhere. I just can't remember where.
Because that is where I want to go.
Okay, so you guys just want to go down a level, basically?
Wherever the book is where I want to go.
Okay, so Varnier can take you down the book lift. And so if you guys all get in the book lift with her, I want you guys all to give me an initiative roll.
Oh.
Phil, you can do it with advantage.
Can I first do a perception roll before I...
Let's deal with this first because I can't think of 2 numbers at once.
Okay.
I got an 18. With my
You said this is initiative?
Yeah, but you get advantage on this.
You got a 19.
Okay.
22.
Thank God.
Yeah.
15.
Jeremy?
Oh, I was an 8.
Oh, I mean, all right. So as you guys get into the lift, you guys are heading down, and you hear Vernier humming under her breath. And Jeremy, you also begin to start humming along with her.
What is the song that I'm humming?
I'm going to give it to you right now. I want you to check the D&D Instagram chat, and I want you to read off what I send you.
Oh, jeez.
This is the best I could get because there's no version of this online, so I had to take a picture out of the book, so it might be a little hard to read.
Better not be the lamb chop song.
What?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know the lamb chop song?
That's not even an old thing. You were just deprived as a kid.
Yeah, holy shit.
I mean, maybe I do, but I don't know it being referred to as the lamb chop.
I was going to say,
it never ended.
From the top there?
What?
Where am I reading from?
You're reading that entire box all the way down, and go ahead and give it a little melody.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to give this a melody. I can't even read some of it. All right.
I know it's. I can't believe there's no version of this online anywhere. I looked and looked the whole time we were backstage.
See a mother
scything.
Scything?
Yeah,
scything. We forgotten husband sleeping. I can't see what the first letter of that word is.
Yeah, I don't. There's no better way to
Near?
do it to you.
Is that near? Sleeping near with one swing, she took his feet. With another, took his ear.
Mm-hmm.
Does the shadow have a name? Shemshine?
Yep, Shemshine.
Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshine. See a dog that knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal. Dog chose instead to eat her. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshine. Causes grief, avoids
the blame.
The blame. Shemshine. See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshine. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shemshine.
So so you're learning the song from Vernier, even though you guys are trying to avoid it, and she's going to take you down to level 2 here.
Shemshine.
And let me see. Like I said, I cannot remember actually where they left the book sitting. I don't think it matters that much, but I can show you guys a picture of the book. So here's the thing. To your surprise, when you guys get to go see the book, you find out that it is actually a mechanical pop-up book.
Ooh. Pop-up.
Interesting.
And here, I'll go ahead and enlarge so you guys can see it better.
Cool.
So each piece of that is moving and playing the song. So the song that Wolfrine was just learning from Vernier is played in stages of that book.
So, Danny, before this gets too in-depth as to what we're doing with the book, I'm going to... Can I step back about 20 feet? Is there room in this room to do that?
Yes, this room's big.
All right, I'm going to put myself at least 20, 25 feet away, and I'm going to cast silence on myself.
Okay.
Which basically just creates a silent bubble 20 feet around me.
Excellent.
Where no sound can be heard at all.
Excellent.
And I'm just going to stand back there and see what...
Okay.
Singing along, I approach the book.
Okay, you do that, and Caroline is now going to start humming too.
Yeah.
I'd like to do an Arcana check on the book.
Okay.
Determine if there's something magical emanating from it, and if so, what? 22.
Okay. Yeah, you have determined that definitely the spell has been cast from this, but it has been exhausted out from it. It's not cast. There's no magic emanating from it currently, but clearly the book was opened, the thing started going, and it cast on the first person who started humming.
So would that allow me to know that casting Dispel Magic on the book itself would not do anything?
I'll even go so far to say that that Arcana check was so big that you probably even tried to do it and it didn't do anything. Like it would have been just a waste of spell.
Right.
I'm not going to make you waste the spell. I'm just saying that it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I do a history check on the name?
Shemshine?
Shemshine?
Sure. Go ahead and do a history check.
Can I do it for both of us?
Yeah, why not?
Well, those are both really low rolls. A 7 and an 8, respectively, so probably not.
Okay, yep. But anyway, Vernier explains to you the name of the book is one that we had never heard, so naturally we took it in like anyone else. And the book was called Shimshine's Bedtime Rhyme.
Sounds about right.
Mhm.
Well, I guess to try this out, I'd like to cast Dispel Magic on Vernier.
Okay.
So what that does is says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. So I guess we have to know what level spell to do this check.
There's no level of spell on this. It's the whole freaking thing. Like it's unique to this adventure. There's no spell level for it.
So can I not cast Dispel Magic then?
You can try it and see what it does.
Well, either it dispels it automatically if it's 3rd level or lower, or I have to roll and it has to beat 10 plus the spell level.
Yeah, there's nothing on that, so I wouldn't even know what to give you. I mean, you can try it and see what happens.
Is there like a difficulty level for this adventure?
Yeah, level 4.
Okay, so go with that. It's a level 4 spell.
That's not a spell.
No, but that's how we're determining its level.
So then Jeremy's thing won't work.
Well, no. That's not true. That's not true at all, because I have to roll higher than a 14 then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
With my spell ability. I rolled a 19 plus 8.
All right. So Vernier stops the humming. And she's like, wow, first time in weeks I haven't had the urge to hum that song.
Vernier, you may want to leave.
And she's like, no, I'm the head scribe down here.
Then stay away from myself and Talia and everyone else who's been in here.
Okay.
Go join the bubble over there.
Oh,
Lewis, you're starting to hum now.
You guys don't even know about the bubble.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't
It doesn't visually pop up?
No.
Okay.
But Ulfgar is starting to hum.
I am using my danger sense. Would that give me any advantage on? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Traps and spells.
Yeah, there's no immediate danger right now.
Okay.
Sham, 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 sham. There you go. You can just make it what you want it to be.
Yeah, I can only cast this like 3 more times.
See, I kind of like this song.
Well,
so we're gonna have to come up with a different solution, but that works. It's just there's nothing from the book.
We can't destroy the book.
Doesn't seem to be causing the problem anymore.
The book just released it is all.
Try closing the book?
It is mechanically locked open and it's playing. Like it's like a music box moving.
I'm gonna search around the rest of the room while they're all doing this. Danny.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and bring up the map for myself.
I was gonna say, are we all properly placed on the map, or is there just
you guys moved yourselves? I don't know.
Myself on.
I moved downstairs where we went. I don't know where the book is exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Nola, since he suggests that, let me know what it is he's wanting to go investigate. Anything on this floor is fine.
We're in that middle section, right?
Yeah.
That's where the elevator is off.
I was really just kind of wanting to walk around and see if there was anything that stood out. Yeah.
Okay.
While they're messing with the books and stuff, I just, if it looks like there's a room up at the top, I would at least go and see what's up there.
Let me see here. Hang on one second. I am trying to find the readout for this room. There it is. Okay. So this is what you got for this big center area that you're in. It says the musty smell of old books hangs in the air here. Rings of bookcases dominate the space with a heavy granite table occupying the room center. The table would be a circle, but for 6 semicircular gaps cut into it around its edge, creating space for 6 chairs. Small stacks of books rest on the table, along with a candle holder that contains firefly-filled jars. Basically what you got from looking at the map. But by the way, the bookcases are about 10 feet tall, if that matters, so you do know that you've got some headroom.
Can anybody talk to these fireflies?
Well, there's Kinku there, the raven person, and Crinkle's the name, but it's a Kinku raven person, and yeah, that's the curator of the fireflies. That person harvests them.
I was gonna say, might they have something? Might they have seen something they can tell us about to lend a clue?
They are fireflies. They
okay.
That's what. By the way, that's what Crinkle's going to tell you.
They're just fireflies, dude.
Yeah.
So do we know who was closest to the book when it was originally opened?
Yes, it was the guy who brought it, and they can take you directly to where they are. If you go up to, hold on a second. The area up here, see the little box area at the top of that map?
Uh-huh.
That is area F3 and area F4. So area F3 is the scriptorium. It says all around fireflies float lazily about the embers, or about like embers caught in the air. 3 writing desks set against the north wall with a sheepskin rug between each one. One of the desks rests a book beside a stack of paper, along with a stoppered ink jar and a porcupine quill pen. Another desk has a leather case on it. A moldering tapestry hangs off center on the west wall. To the southeast is a wood-paneled wall with a closed door set into it. A weak yellow glow emanates from under this door, which would be F4, which is the firefly room. So I'll go ahead and let you go in there because that's where you want to go anyway. Says this small room is awash with the glow of thousands of fireflies. The luminescent insects flit around inside more than a dozen glass terrariums that fill shelves along the walls. A steady plinking noise results from their bouncing off the glass. Shallow wooden boxes are packed on the lowest shelves. And can you, Jeremy, since you're in there, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
That is a natural 20.
Excellent. You can clearly see etched on the wall in a panic the words "finish the rhyme."
Okay, so they didn't finish flipping through the book.
Yeah, and over in the corner, the Kinku guy took you and showed you, wrapped in cloth, is the body of Yowen Pilt, who was the guy who came with Basil's people and had this book. He brought it down here, opened it up, went crazy, killed himself. He was the first one to hum it.
Well, it's not a shame that he's dead, but it is a shame that several members of this place have died.
And if things keep going the way they are, this kid down here is going to die too, I guess. So there is kind of a time limit going because now, Phil, you are also humming.
So I'll go.
Everyone is humming now except for Alon.
I will go back to the book where I'm assuming it was kind of out.
Yeah, I'll just say it's in the middle there. Yeah, it's not important where it was at.
Can I investigate to see if I can figure out why it's not able to be? The pages can't turn.
There's no pages. It is literally just an open music box.
So it only has like open and shut.
Yeah, and there's no way to shut it.
Can I hum a different tune?
Is it the mechanism? Does it look like that there's a mechanism broken in it, or?
No, it actually seems to be functioning quite well.
Has anyone picked up the book?
I was going to ask Talia to mend it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm just going to cast mending on it just to see what happens.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything because it doesn't appear to be broken. And to answer Lewis's question, yeah, it's been moved around a lot since it's been down here.
Well, everybody ready? Let's hum this out. Oh. So I will share with them what I saw on the wall about we need to finish the rhyme. Mm-hmm. Is there more to the rhyme maybe than what we're hearing?
You guys sit there and you listen through it, like the whole thing, and no, you're just humming exactly what you read off earlier.
But do we have to maybe say it out loud?
What do you mean? You guys are basically set. I mean, you could. I mean, I would assume that going down the elevator earlier, the book lift, Varnier did it out loud. So it's been said out loud.
But is there more to the rhyme than has been played from the book and into our heads and that we're repeating? Like, that is that the end of the rhyme?
Yeah,
that is the end of what you're hearing from the book moving around.
Right. So that answers my question, as in there is more to the rhyme, but we are not hearing the rest of it.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go investigate that stack where the inkwell was? The area where the guy first caught it?
It's not anything. It's just a place where notes are taken of new books that are brought here.
I'll
was
investigate
Varnier. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to investigate the room to the south.
Okay. That's a good idea. Since you guys all get a little turn there, I'll go ahead and scroll that down. You're talking about this room here, Phil?
Yeah.
Ah, he walked in the door right when I moved that off. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that I got the right number on that one. F5. That is the bindery. It says leather bits, wooden shavings, and paper scraps litter the floor near a large workbench. Tools and contraptions are organized neatly around a handful of books in different states of disrepair. Stools surround the bench, one of which has a leather apron draped over it. You can give me a perception check.
And I would like to also take note that in the future, if I decide to get into comics, maybe these people can help me out. You said perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
14.
Okay.
You know,
never mind. Yeah, there's nothing particular note here.
Okay. All right. That I will announce to the party that, in my opinion, this room's cleared.
I guess go downstairs. Look around.
You want to go
there.
downstairs? We'll say you and Miriam go downstairs then.
Oh god, I moved the map. Yeah.
Cool. So the staircase is I'll go ahead and use the laser pen over here, actually. If you want to do this in order.
There's two staircases, one on each side.
There's not.
And on the level above.
Yes, the third floor goes down into the second floor on the right side, and then the left side takes you down to the bottom.
Exactly, and this is as deep as the Firefly cellar goes. Okay. So we'll say that these two chicks are down here. Give me 1 second. It's F6. Okay, that is called the Worm Tunnel. It says this passage is, it's called here. A low barrel vaulted ceiling crowds the already narrow passage. Light from a firefly lamp that hangs on a hook on the wall is inadequate to illuminate the entire space.
Well, I can see in the dark, so that's probably fine.
Yeah, it's totally cool for you.
But
So
even
Miriam's
so, I can
not-
just ask dancing lights and just like give her
Yeah. And Miriam's just kind of probably walking behind you, holding you by the shoulders.
some. All right, let's go in there.
Okay, dexterity saving. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Okay.
Firefly attacks.
Okay, so you found your way into the kitchen. It says a dirty skillet stands out among an otherwise immaculate kitchen, and the smell of bacon in the air hints at the skillet's former contents. A door in the southeast corner hangs open a crack.
Go through it.
Yep. All right.
I'm just gonna start looking in all the rooms at this point.
Yeah, no problem. Everybody got a little chance to do a little something. So,
See what's going on in the world.
So you walked into this. Okay, you're in the hallway. What door do you want to go into?
The green room.
Okay. After this, I'm going to let Lewis make some moves, and then Alon. Okay. That is Varnier's room. This bedroom could be another wing of the library for all the books packed into the shelves that line the walls. 2 5-foot-tall candlesticks in the middle of the room have magical flames flickering atop them, a welcome reprieve from the relatively dim light of the firefly lamps.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go to Lewis. What are you wanting to do while these others are off looking around at books and stuff?
Ulfgar is humming a song and looking at that pop-up book with Malice.
You're the only one there with the book right now, I would assume, because the others are off.
I'm still up there.
You're still there, okay. The two of you are there.
I would like to go up and investigate the book.
Yeah, that's true. Jeremy did come back, so yeah. So you're gonna investigate the book.
I'm gonna pick it up and shake it and try to look at it.
Okay.
So like, the hell is this thing?
Well,
while I'm singing it, I will yell, "Shim Sham, you in there?"
Shim Sham. Okay. Do you want to roll an investigation on it? Go ahead.
Sure.
I love it.
I'm wondering if this is a demon.
17.
Okay. All you've determined is this thing pisses you off.
How functional is it? Like, are there little like pieces on it, like pop-up pieces or anything?
Oh yeah, it's a mechanical pop-up thing. Like, and it's stuck open. It's like a big base.
Can Ulfgar move any of the little pieces?
They're moving on their own.
I feel like he would grab one and try to stop it from moving then.
Okay. Yeah, it forces your hand back because it just keeps on moving without your consent.
All right. Ulfgar would look at it for a minute with his hand on his axe and then step back and say, "All right, you've got some time, book." And then,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alon.
I was actually going to do something similar, so to see if.
I would look around to see if Alon was there.
He's there.
I was going to see if there was anything mechanical about the book that, maybe a switch or. So.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Exactly.
No. Opening it, set it off, and it's just stuck open and it's playing.
Okay.
You can't strength check to close it?
You want to?
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and do athletics check on that thing.
Get a natural 20.
Athletics?
Yeah.
23?
You broke it in half. It's busted.
Mm-hmm.
I would go. I'd put it down, just walk away. Jim,
And it's no longer playing the song.
Wait, what?
Got here.
I said it's no longer playing the song.
You guys are still humming it.
I'm still
Now
humming it.
Now it could be mended.
Jeremy, I would like you to give me a perception check.
It's not gonna work.
What's my deception? Okay.
Hey, you have inspiration point.
I don't. Is this inspiration point worthy?
I don't know. It's up to you. You guys can cash them in whenever you want. You just never do.
I'm not dying. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cash it in because that was an 8, so I'm assuming that doesn't tell me anything.
Okay.
I'll be the first person to use an inspiration point.
Yes, you will, and that's enough to almost give you another one.
All right, let's roll better. 17.
All right. Shortly after Ulfgar smashes the book, you hear a strange humming sound coming from the room you just left.
Oh, fuck.
Did he just summon some sort of demon? God damn it.
Sham.
Yep.
Ulfgar walks out and says, "I have no idea, but the book just broke in half. I didn't do it though."
I will notify those around me, though I don't think Alon will hear me. But I will let Ulfgar know also what I just heard and proceed with caution towards the direction of that room.
By the way, I want to note that the people that are here, they're all frantically studying, trying, like the books that they have here have been brought to them by the Avowed upstairs. These are all things to try to research this. So there's a constant effort to try to figure out how the hell this thing works. So
Before we like fully go in that direction, I would also mention to probably what was her name? Vernier?
Mm-hmm.
Vernier. To try to find like a book on other like child rhymes. Children's rhymes.
She walks across the room, puts her hand on a stack of books and says, "That's what these are."
Okay. You haven't come across this in there?
No one has ever heard of Shimshime's bedtime rhyme until.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk to Shimshime, and we'll be right back.
I'm gonna go talk to Shimshime. Okay.
I think
use your demon talk.
There's someone in that room. Ulfgar, are you with me? There might be something to smash.
Yeah, I was with you the whole time.
So
I don't know.
As they walk off, I'm going to pick up the broken book and use my own mending on it to see if I can put it back together.
Okay.
Since destroying books in this place doesn't seem like the best plan.
Do you have the spell, or is this just you being like?
No, I have the cantrip too. I've just never had to use it.
Okay.
So I'm going to see if I can put the book back together.
Okay, so Jeremy, you're going to go back that way?
Yeah, and I think
who's going with you? Ulfgar. Okay, the two of you are going to go up there.
It's like old times, buddy.
Just don't
Before we go forward with you guys, I want to give Phil a chance to do something. So, Phil,
well, I was just going to ask. So I had my ears plugged, and yet I'm still hearing that thing.
I gave you advantage on the roll. Remember that? And you got the 12, and I let you bypass it. So you're lower on the list of people who got it.
Okay, but the fact that I heard it with my ears plugged suggests that it's not audible; it's in your head.
I would think that even the vibrations or anything.
Okay.
Well, I would venture that since I've been in a 20-foot soundproof bubble for most of this, and I'm not humming,
he's not.
It has something to do with hearing.
Phil, you're just lower on the list of everyone. So if everyone starts dying off like they were before you got here, you'll be one of the last ones to do it.
Well, all right. Then since I haven't really heard much of anything, and I see those guys walking up there, I'm going to follow them.
Okay.
But as I'm kind of deaf, I want to be perception checking the whole way if I can.
Okay. Go ahead, do a perception check.
I rolled an 18 before any modifiers, so it's
awesome.
Nice.
You're kind of walking through the room and looking around, and you look up, and through the big space above, you can see that gigantic book statue like up there. It's like, obviously a whole floor up, but you're just kind of seeing that.
Okay.
And this room doesn't really have anything of particular note on the ceiling, but except for the book lift.
Okay.
You see the book lift, you see the giant statue of the book.
Then my intention will just be to cover these guys 6, I guess.
Okay. All right, then you guys can all do this together. We'll do this before we go back to Talia.
Quick question. All of the other people are in this room right now?
I mean, they're scattered throughout.
Like, I just want to make sure that, we're not seeing any of them like going off trying to kill themselves right now.
No, you're not. No, everybody's kind of frantically researching and stuff.
Okay.
Buddy check.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good idea, though.
Because my thought is I've got the Dispel Magic spell. I can use it as maybe some are getting close to that kind of idea and try to prevent them from offing themselves, but I only have it so many times. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
for the record, Barnier is not humming at this moment.
Okay. That's good. That's very good. I could technically go and do it on almost all of the remaining ones. Almost. Okay. Well, so as we approach, do we hear that humming still?
You get closer, and the humming is almost full on singing now. Male voice.
Guys, everyone's accounted for out here. Who's in there?
Shim sham, shim sham.
Yeah. So you guys gonna go in?
Do we want to go in singing?
I think you don't have a choice in the matter. I think the closer you get to it, the more you're gonna sing it.
Oh shit! All right, we open the door.
Yep, it's coming from the Firefly room.
It's the dead guy, isn't it?
Yeah, go check it out.
There was a dead body in here, guys. I think it might be alive.
Nope, can't kill a dead guy. Let's go.
This is true. We need your axe.
There's a shadow know its name.
Okay, so I assume you're gonna go on in the Firefly room.
We'll open the door.
You go in there, and that guy's body's wrapped up in a cloth, like this, and it's just kind of slumped over there, and you can hear the singing coming straight from the head. You don't see movement like a mouth moving. You just hear the sing that Shimshine song coming from it.
Can we tell if we're hearing it or if it's in our head?
You are definitely hearing it, but you're not seeing a mouth move.
What?
Are we seeing breathing?
No, the body is not moved since Wolverine found it earlier.
Can we do it in Arcana check?
Go ahead.
Is the mouth open?
No, it's wrapped in a cloth, so you don't see the face.
Okay, all right.
But it's not like a move. 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do sense magic coming out from the head of the thing.
I cast Dispel Magic.
And it's blocked.
Danger sense? My only ability?
You're not in any danger.
Then I'll walk up and kick the body.
Okay, you're kicking a dead body.
No, I mean like just to kick it to see if it moves. All right.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens, but I am going to leave you guys alone for a little bit and get back to Talia and Miriam.
I keep searching the rooms if I'm unaware of everything going on.
Yeah, we're trying to just do it time balance wise. So which one do you want to go to next?
We'll go in the double room first, and then I would go into the pink room after.
Okay. 1 second here. Let me get this. This is one adventure that requires a lot of page flipping. So that is F8.
Fate.
Okay. 2 beds positioned on opposite walls flank a wash basin and an otherwise bare room. Both beds are made, but the blanket on one of them is a bit rumpled.
Okay. Through the room next to it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is Galby's room. A child sleeps here. Toys are scattered on an unmade bed, and piles of clothes obscure all but a few bare patches on the floorboards. Above a writing desk in the corner dangles a dragon marionette made from brass and wood with wings of canvas dyed red. A round firefly lamp hangs in the opposite corner. And there's no need for a roll on this because of how easy this is to see. But Galby has been drawing creepy pictures that depict scenes from Shimshine's bedtime rhyme on the walls. They're done in loud colored paint and in the style of typical child, making it all the more unsettling.
Is there anything?
Do you want to hear the description?
Sorry, yeah, go.
I'm pretty sure this is important. Hold on, I lost my place. One of the images shows a man whose feet have been severed. Blood pours from his ankles and from the severed feet next to him. Another shows a boy underwater grasping at his throat. The last one shows a dog with a severed hand in its mouth. A black cloud hovers over each scene.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that's exactly what's in that room.
I was going to say, yeah, is that everything that happens exactly, or was there...
That is everything that you see, and it's all clearly just she's been drawing it on the wall.
Fuck, there's a new meaning to finish the rhyme.
Guess we gotta drown some kid.
Chop someone's feet off. We don't have any dogs, though.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going through the rooms. There's somebody going.
Okay, go ahead. Which one you want now?
We're going to that one.
The one across. Okay, let me make sure this is the right one. That is Cthulhu's room. This room is furnished with a bed, a wash basin, a writing desk. The desk has a tiny clockwork oyster resting on it. And that's about it.
Cool.
Nothing super descriptive of that.
Going to this one.
Okay. Let's see. The Avowed Quarters. A beautiful painting of Candlekeep on the south wall looms over the 5 beds that crowd this room. A narrow shelf tucked into the northeast corner holds jars of fruit preserves and pickled vegetables. This is basically a place that you guys could stay since you're guests, if you guys end up staying here longer than a day.
This one. Slowly going through them all.
Sure, why not? That's Ebder's room, the father of Galeby. This sparse bedroom is tidy apart from a clay bowl containing the remnants of a particular vinegary meal resting on a large trunk.
Okay. And then I guess this one. Last room.
On the end there? Okay.
Yep.
All right, that is Crinkle's room. And it says the room is crawling with wingless larval fireflies. Hundreds of these tiny glowworms cling to every surface, shedding light throughout. A canvas hammock hangs between 2 pillars near the center of the room. An engraving of a goat wearing a crown leans against the north wall. And let's see here. Yeah, nothing else special right now.
Okay. Well, I guess at that point we would head back upstairs and tell everyone, hey, we saw creepy drawings in the kids' room.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So then let's get back to Alon then, since he had to wait it out for them to do all their moving around. What are you doing now?
I'm kind of at a loss, truthfully.
Okay, Alon, you hear a loud thudding upstairs in the top room like this, just like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, well, I'm not one to ignore omens, so I'll go up.
Okay, are you going to take the stairs or the lift? The lift is on your floor right now. So.
I'm a dork. I'm taking the lift.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to say Varnier goes with you since she was manning the lift before, and she also hears the thudding. So you take the lift back up to the top floor, where at the doorway you can see Cthulhu, the tabaxi chick, banging on the door trying to get out. She's losing it. She was the next person in line to hear the song.
I'm going to I'm going to cast Remove Curse on her and see what happens.
Okay. Does that require any special stuff, or does it just work?
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be... Anyway, yeah, whatever.
That does calm her down. She stops humming and everything, and she no longer banging against the wall.
Sweet. I ask her what happened.
She says it just was starting to get to her, and she wanted to break out because the research was going nowhere.
Okay. Do you feel better now?
Definitely.
Okay.
Shimshine.
Okay.
Very uncertain as to what to do here, so.
Okay, so we'll go back to the other group. You guys are downstairs with the body.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll show them like what I saw on the wall too while we're over here.
Mm-hmm.
With the Well, what exactly did it say again? The wording?
Hold on 1 second.
Finish the rhyme or something.
Yeah, it said finish the rhyme.
Finish the rhyme. So, what do you guys think? You think we've gotta do the rhyme, or we gotta find the final verse of the rhyme?
Okay, so all of a sudden, from outside, you hear "Ah!"
Outside where?
Outside of the room you guys are in.
Well,
you hear a child screaming.
We'll go.
Let's go. Let's get to there.
What's going on?
Right. You go out there and you find Galeby standing there screaming, and her dad runs to her to figure out what the hell just happened. And she says she saw Spectre floating through the room.
That would be Shimsham.
They weren't ready to go.
I've renamed Shemshime to Shimsham. I already did.
Should I try and talk to it?
You don't see it. You want to just talk in general?
Well, I mean, I can talk to demons. So, like, I may or may not be able to, like, quote-unquote, summon it and, like, contain it if anybody happens to have any sort of knowledge upon...
So you and Miriam were coming up the stairs when you heard the scream, so you guys came to a low sprint to get up the rest of the way. She says that, she saw it just disappear into the wall. It just went across. It was like a black figure just went across. And she feels like she's going to faint, so her dad says he's going to take her back to her room so she can rest.
Before she does that, I will cast Dispel Magic on her.
On the kid? Okay.
On the kid. I'll actually cast that at a 4th level, so that should guarantee it works on her.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, she's easily rested down.
That leaves...
But, Talia, you can talk to... However, go ahead and ask what question you wanted to ask.
Well, I'm wondering if, like, that's... if because to summon a demon, you have to know its real name. We know its real name.
Yeah.
It's in the room, but I want to contain it. My character doesn't know anything about drawing, like, containment circles and runes and such. And I don't even
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're not getting any... I mean, you only know... You came up the stairs and they basically told you a spectre floated through. You have nothing to go off of.
Where did it go?
She says it just flew across the room, went off through a wall.
Which wall?
Is
that important? Which wall that was?
It's not. I mean, she is a hysterical kid.
We got any more dead bodies in this place?
Yeah, there are the 2 bodies of the people who the one killed themselves, or sorry, the one killed the other one, and then they killed themselves. They're just 2 human avowed.
I'd like to go check on the second person to die.
Okay. Let's see here. I actually can't remember where they said their bodies were. Yeah, like I said, the unfortunate thing about this particular one is this one requires you to jump back and forth a lot. I have flipped through the same 4 pages like 10 times. Where are they?
I say, wizard, if a dead body starts talking again, let's have a word with it before you blast it.
I don't think it was going to speak.
I'm sure I could convince it.
Okay. It's actually in the room that Phil was down in earlier. The 2 bodies are there.
Oh, in the south?
But yeah, because I remember you rolled low, and that's why I didn't read it off.
Oh.
Yeah. They're nothing special. They're just tucked away underneath the shelving over here. They're wrapped up like the other ones were, or the other guy was. Because the other guy was just a nobody. That's a guy that Basil sent here. These 2 were actually members of the Avowed. And like I said, one of them went crazy, got annoyed by the other one, killed him, and then killed himself. So their bodies are just laying over there. So, Ulfgar, are you going in that room then? You've been told the bodies are there.
Yeah, I'll go in that room.
Okay, go on in there.
Shim sham.
When you go in there, you start hearing humming and almost a low singing coming from one of the bodies.
I yell back to everybody out there. I got a dead body singing, and I start walking towards it.
Oh,
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it singing or is it humming?
It's like a humming that turns into like a singing. Like it's kind of like a shime like that.
Can you hear is there like a verse that we're not expecting when they're doing that?
No, it's the exact same song that you're hearing.
Can we?
I throw an axe at its foot.
At the foot?
Yeah, why not?
Trying to chop its feet off.
Yeah. Okay. You throw an axe at its foot, it damages the dead body, but doesn't do anything to the voice. It doesn't react like it's not like ow and like stop singing or anything like that.
Can I search the bodies?
Sure.
Would there be any like pieces of paper on them that might be like?
I mean, they look just like normal members of the Avowed. There's nothing particular.
Well, it's 12 plus 9, so 21.
Yeah, nothing special.
Nothing special. I'm just gonna poke it and go. What is its name?
Yep.
Not actually Shimsham.
Shemshine.
Shemshime.
It's Shemshine.
I'm just gonna kind of poke it and in the demon language just go like Shemshime.
Doesn't do
there.
anything.
Okay. Wheel. All I got.
And do like a perception check. I don't know what else I can do right now. Like, would we notice anything else about the bodies that were just?
Can Miriam try it in Celestial and see if that fixes it?
Sure.
He's gonna poke it and go Shemshine.
Why not?
Why not?
If we're trying different languages,
Yeah, I'm like, maybe it speaks this.
I'll try Sylvan and poke it and say Shemshine.
I just look at him like, should I cut its ear off?
Not yet. Not yet.
But that's 1 and 1.
No, it's an Avowed. They might be a little upset at us.
Yeah,
if you want to cut anybody's ear off, get the guy, in the other room.
It stopped singing.
Yeah, but it's an ear.
I really don't know what to do.
Ulfgar's thinking about it. Yeah.
Can we perception the room to see if there's any shadows?
There's nothing like that going on. I mean, everything seems normal. Everything since you've been down here seems like this place is as it should be, despite the fact that people are humming this song.
What do we?
Is the body still wrapped up like a mummy?
Yeah, it's not like a mummy. It's just they just rolled it up in a sheet, basically. Not like
Okay.
mummified or anything.
Can we see its face? Like, is its face moving, or is the
Nope.
sound just emanating from its body?
Sound is just emanating from it.
I have no idea.
Medicine.
Can I do another history check?
I'm actually scouring to see if there's another clue here that you guys would have walked past, but I
Genuinely have no idea.
Have we been everywhere in this map now? We have, haven't we?
What is?
For the most part, yes.
What is on? Remember, there's the book in the ceiling. Is there anything particular on that book?
You can go check that out.
I'll just
You
stand
guys
here.
didn't spend very much time at the top floor at all.
That's true.
I pull out a Pop-Tart and I say, "Here's Shim Sham. Come on, boy."
Start shaking it.
Is Shemshime the dog in the rhyme secretly the whole time? I guess I'd stand in the middle and look up at the book.
Okay, yeah, you stand up there and you're focused on it, so your passive perception would be enough to see that it just has the words etched on it. Be curious.
Well, I am curious to find out what the hell's going on here.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, because I don't think you guys missed anything. I have to go back and check the whole upstairs because you guys weren't there that long.
Is the body still singing?
Yes.
Okay, have we tried gathering around the book in a circle and singing the song together?
I was going to say let's put the book
I
on
love the
dead
idea.
body.
Is this ring around the rosies?
I have no clue, guys.
Is there?
I was going to say the same thing. Let's try to put the thing back in the book.
Is the song a riddle?
Probably.
I will tell you.
Is it instructions?
No, it's not. But there's other stuff you guys can. I'm looking back at every single clue.
I think it's instructions. We got to chop some people's feet off, drown someone, and let
Can you put up the picture of the book again?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's showing all of those things.
Except for that one on the far right.
Ah.
There's the kid falling in. There's the chick getting her feet cut off. There's the dog eating the hand, but there's no verse for that one all the way on the right.
Mm-hmm. So back to my original thought that there's another verse.
Yeah, let's go look at the book again.
You mean the shattered remains of it?
I thought he fixed it.
I thought he fixed
Oh
it.
yeah, It's but I don't think it's playing. Once it's broken, it's broken.
Yeah.
Like you can get it back to how it was, like look wise, but it's not.
It wasn't. It didn't have any magic coming from it.
No, it's just a mechanical book at this point. But
so what would we be detecting then in that final scene?
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find a clue that I know you guys didn't investigate. Hold on. Sorry, it's hard to jump around on this thing.
What is that?
I'll show you guys backstage after how this thing's set up. I really like it, but it's not like I'm used to doing at all. They have this whole thing with events and stuff where like as you go on, different events unfold. And I don't know. It's telling me for this one clue you guys are looking at to refer to a specific event, but it's like that is not in here. I know what the answer is because I read this whole thing front to back, but I don't know where it is in this book. Just give me a second. I think I need to go to the index, actually. Well, there is no index in this one. That's weird. This is the only D&D book I have with no index.
Are you burned?
Hold on a second. I'm going to straight up Google this because I can't find where that thing is.
You got a full-on motor going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeopardy music.
Yeah, I don't like having to do this during this.
The drawings that were on the child's wall, was it just the first 3 verses?
Let me go back to that then. So I know the answer to this. I'm trying to figure out how you guys are supposed to find it. No, you're right. It is just the 3.
Okay. Is the 4th verse locked in that trunk that's inside the wall on the map?
locked in the trunk inside the wall.
On the bottom floor. There's a trunk that's
That's
locked.
literally artwork that someone did. That's not from the
I'm staring at it and I'm like, I want that to be.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what is that?
I'm like, I know we can't know that that's there, but
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know why I can't find this.
my only other thought would be
Just give me 1 second. I'm really just trying to find where I read this. Because like I don't see it in here, even though I read this thing front to back. Like I know in my head what the answer is, but I can't figure out why it's telling me there's a thing in parentheses that's telling me to refer to a specific event, but front to back, I cannot find that in this book.
Oh, is there an index and back?
Nope. This is the only D&D book without an index.
Mango.
Again, the same problem like with the Archmage thing, where it's like it doesn't tell you what to use.
Excuse me, sir. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, people have complained about the newer D&D books not having everything that they need to play.
Oh, I'm singing the song from Inside Out, I think. For Pixar fans.
Inside Out.
Bing Bong.
Bing Bong. Shim.
Bing Bong. Okay, yeah.
Shem. Just change the word.
Okay. I can't find it. I will look at it later. I don't want to drag this game out because I can't find a fucking box.
It is the kitty cat.
So I guess I will just straight up tell you guys then, which sucks. Go to the kids' room.
That's where I was thinking we wanted to look at the pictures again, anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Was that downstairs with the creepy drawings?
yeah. To the kids' room.
All righty.
Yeah. So you go there, where she was resting and stuff, and she is drawing new stuff. She's drawing a picture of a stone, a giant stone, crushing Shimshine.
And Shemshine is
the dark, shadowy spirit that you saw in the music box thing.
Is this giant stone book shaped?
No, but that doesn't make a bit of difference at all.
Well, I was just thinking the giant book just like
this
falls.
book is not from Candlekeep.
I too thought we would have to knock the giant book down to crush the book.
Not to crush the book, but yeah, basically you see the child drawing is a hill and a boulder getting pushed off by this woman that lands on Shimshine and just crushes it.
so we need a rock.
Or we need to
Shemshine.
say a rhyme that works with a hill and a rock.
That's the thing I've been looking for this entire time. I can't find the actual rhyme. It's not here. Like I know it is because when I read it to prepare for this, I read across it, but I can't find it anywhere where to. So you're just gonna have to make up a rhyme in your head about it getting crushed by a rock. Because I don't have
I'm on a hill.
And when I Googled it, it didn't have it either.
Having fun getting crushed by a rock.
It doesn't matter. You don't need to know the whole point of the rhyme is to teach you that's how Shimshine got killed in the past. Shimshine did all these horrible things and then they crushed it with a rock.
Wait, hold on. I found a video.
What is that?
Been sleeping here. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does a shadow have a name? Shine. Causes grief, avoids a flame. Shine. See a dog that knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does a shadow have a name? Shine. causes grief, avoids the blame. Shine. See a son doing his tour, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shine.
It's not going to give us the last verse.
No.
Shine.
I've never heard that song before.
It's not. It's
That was
this was literally written like a month ago.
Oh.
So, this book just came out. Yeah.
Shemshime's bedtime rhyme.
Yeah. Okay. So I did find one of the boxes. It doesn't give me the rhyme. I have no idea where the fuck that is. I would have to read this thing all over again. But it does say that it shows the daughter defeating the shadow by crushing it under a millstone. That's all it says. And then if you go back to what Alon basically figured it out because he went back and looked at it and he says there's that extra scene there or whatever and it's being crushed under the snow. But then there's the kids drawing a picture of an actual boulder like crushing it. Can't find that thing either. But anyway, there you go. So you're seeing multiple hints here from the book itself, from the kids drawing. You're seeing things that Shimshine was crushed to death.
It makes me want to go out and look up again and see if there's something that can be toppled over. You know what I mean? From up above where we came from?
Sure.
Well, do we need to kill it or do we just need to finish the rhyme? As in, like, come up with a final...
Well,
thinking.
I'll tell you no. Just because there's nothing in here about finishing the rhyme. That's literally what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So no. Yeah, there's nothing about finishing the rhyme that's going to solve this thing. Like if I go to the very back of the adventure, it does not say that.
Okay. How you're
welcome, Sean Miller.
Take my headphones out.
So where are you guys going to go to? You guys, I'm assuming you're going to leave the kids' room.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to
I
stay there with
guess-
the baby drawings.
We need someone to. We need a way to get it to come out first, to then drop the book.
Talk demon to the kid.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Caroline.
I don't want to. Oh, that's a 19 minus 1. That's an 18.
Okay, that is good enough for me to determine that you would have that knowledge, and that is the idea that Talia would have came up with.
Okay.
Talia
we gotta
is
find a way to chop down the book.
You literally think, "Hey, let's lure it out and let's crush it."
What's so this whole
How do we
time,
lure it out?
Ulfgar's idea of knocking the book off the top.
Yeah, but somebody
you
said
get to
something about
destroy the
crushing
book, Ulfgar.
That's what I was thinking about too. After we saw the crushing.
You do hear full-on singing coming from that body in there now when you come upstairs.
Somebody want to go set that body on fire?
No, dispel magic.
Just don't. Just let's hit it with the book.
What?
No, we don't need to hit the
smacking
body
the
with the
body with the
book.
book. To go back into it. Shut up.
So I guess we would bring the kid upstairs to use it as bait. Yes, because the kid seems to be attuned to the spirit.
I don't know how you gathered that, but let's try it.
I don't know how to gather anything, Danny.
The kid is the only one that's seen the.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. Yeah, the kid has seen the shadow. The kid is drawing the pictures, so the kid seems relatively attuned, and it's a children's bedtime story.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess bring the kid to the room and have everyone else go upstairs to knock the book down.
I want to note that the whole time you guys are in that middle room there, you are hearing a full-on singing voice coming from the body in that other room. Like, it's, like, not avoidable.
From in here?
Yes.
Okay, so drag the body into the middle as well, because maybe we
wondering
need
about
to
that.
destroy that.
Maybe so. Is Shemshime currently inside of that body then? So what
Give
if
me a wisdom throw?
Well, I thought earlier it kind of felt like a possession thing. But
Oh,
then
thank God. 19 plus 1.
Okay. Yeah. So you have determined that the order of which people have died from this thing is the order in which the song plays once the book has got destroyed. Book got destroyed. Song started coming from the guy who opened the book.
Okay, so yeah, bring
Now
the
you
body
stopped
in
that.
the
It went
room.
to the next person.
So it's moving from body to body.
Every time the object or the person that makes the song gets destroyed, Shimshine moves from that to the next.
Well, so if we get rid of it from the current body, then it would pop to the next one, and then we just get rid of it from that one, and we're done.
Then
Nobody
the next person in line will probably commit suicide.
Yeah, so we have to destroy it inside of the last body. So go ahead and get
Shimshine
rid of
has
it
to
in
be
that
destroyed.
body.
So let's take the body and put it in the middle area.
Yes.
Which body? The one
The one
singing or the
that's
one
singing?
missing?
Both of them.
Both of you.
Okay.
Be safe.
Sure.
All of the bodies.
Who's going to move those 2 bodies?
Not
do
me, because I'm not strong.
I can. You know what? Miriam's gonna do it because she is +2.
I was gonna say, who's the biggest one in our group? We're all
I've got
dwarves
20
and elves.
strength. I'll move them.
Okay.
I
So
might be
Altar and Miriam are carrying these things hand over foot out there, and you guys are going to put it there in the middle underneath the.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're just like right on
Yeah,
top
we're
of the
just-
book.
Okay.
It's just a dead body pile.
All right. Right there.
Ulfgar again
Yep.
tries to shove the book into the
I would
one's
start
mouth.
moving books out of the way to save any sort of documents that would be required
Sure.
or important.
That'll be the wizard's job. He can't
Clean off the
body,
table.
so he'll move the books and clear them off, move them over like there or something.
Just kind of, shove them off out of the way.
Ulfgar goes and gets the other body just in case.
Okay.
We got all 3 bodies just chilling in the middle there.
All right. So what are you going to do now?
Go upstairs.
Now, yeah, we need to
figure out how
detach
to
the book.
make the book fall.
Just on the bodies?
Yeah.
And the book. But no.
Yeah, how do we knock the giant
cursed-
book down off of the ceiling?
Yeah, and the cursed book is on top of the bodies, right?
So you guys are literally piling up bodies and just going to drop something on the bodies for no apparent reason?
Well, I thought we had to
That's
cut
not
them
what
to
you guys
stone.
were saying a minute ago. So I don't want to give too much away, but you guys had it and then you changed
I figured we're
This
stacking
is what
the
we've been-
bodies and then the cursed book on top of them
You
to
said
destroy
what?
all of them.
I thought we had to physically destroy the body with a stone, because that's what happens in the book.
No, they destroyed Shimshine with the stone.
Ah. So then it just has to be the body that has Shemshine in it.
Or the book.
The book is
The book doesn't have magic anymore.
We
So
don't
when
need
the book was playing the song, you destroyed the book. The first person who died from the song going crazy, their skull just started singing on its own. You destroyed that shit. Shimshine moved across the room to the other body. You just and it's currently singing in that body now.
Yeah. So we move that body and the body of the next one, just in case it moves to that body.
So then
We don't
what?
need the first body. So then we gotta find a way to drop the stone book from the ceiling on top of Shemshine.
No. What we need to do is put the 2 bodies on either side of the room from each other. Coordinate dropping the stone at the same
shit,
time as
no.
Shemshine flies across the room to the other body.
You get your inspiration point back. Because you guys literally described that a second ago, then you started talking about dropping a rock on a body, and I'm like, okay.
So
you're just smashing a body.
We'll put one body like what could be a body? I don't know, wings. They're dead. One body there, and one body there.
Okay.
All right. And everybody
I'll
get
need
ready
to
to
cast
blast.
dispel magic on the body here, so I'll have to be here. You guys need to figure out a way then upstairs to get the book to fall.
Which would be like there. So anybody that would be up here could be standing on the railing looking down and seeing Wolfreen set all that up, basically.
So once they know how to do it, then
Yeah.
send the signal and all
Just
cast
like attached
spell
by a
magic.
rope or something.
Yeah, I'll actually re-describe that, so that might help you guys. So it says this piece of stonework is 12 feet across and weighs about 1,500 pounds. The cover is etched with the words "Be curious." See, it says it is suspended by 3 chains. So that's all I can give you on that.
So I guess the question is,
Like,
can we
reach that
unwrap
up.
the chains, or do we have to break the chains
You can-
simultaneously?
Looks like we need to break 3 chains.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
going to
will-
nominate Miriam and not myself because she has a long sword and 2 hand axes that could probably do more damage than my bow.
I'm up there to help.
I will happily smash one of the chains.
Okay, so the 3 of you can break a chain then.
Yeah.
Miriam, Bean, and Ulfgar.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the wizard's command, I guess.
Time for me to spell some magic. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. You dispel the magic, and the song stops coming from that body, but nothing else happens immediately, just like last time.
Wait for it.
And
Wait for it.
yep, and then shadowy spirit pops up out of it and starts going to the next body.
Throw axe a chain.
I want you all 3 to roll attacks. Miriam needs to roll attack. B needs to roll attack. Ulfgar needs to roll attack. To determine if it's even going to work.
Oh, natural 20.
Awesome.
19 and 14. Oh, wait, no.
I got
Sorry.
an
This is plus
18.
11.
14
Awesome.
plus 4.
So, yeah. 20 and plus 8.
You got it, dude. You guys, yeah, without a hitch at all. Like Miriam slices, Bean slices, Ulfgar slices. Giant stone book comes crushing down. Shimshine's spirit is going over to the other body, and poof, it hits it. And from Wolverine and Alon's perspective, all you see is just like the shadow, like gassy, come out from around it and just evaporate.
Huh.
And the singing stops from everyone.
Whew. I never thought I'd get rid of that from my head.
So you guys got that. So Wolverine Varnier says thank you very, very much for saving the Firefly Cellar. We thought we were all going to die down here. I have something very special in my possession that I would like to give from one elf to another.
Oh, thank you.
A bag of holding.
Ooh,
nice.
Nice.
I can hold all the things. Does that mean I can hold like
all the
lightning potions I want?
You'll have to look at all the rules for the bag of holding.
Okay.
Because there are some guidelines to go by that. Everybody, you all are going to get 300 experience, but Wolfrine's going to get 500 experience.
Nice.
Say again, how much?
300 for each of you. But, yeah, 500. But actually, and Alon, I'm also going to give you 500, not 500 in addition to 300, 500 total, because you immediately started going all clerical and you saved a lot of people from commit suicide. Yeah, if you hadn't went and done that, then you would have had people like Tabaxi kill themselves and stuff. Because Tabaxi was going to try banging on the wall or on the door until she realized no one was going to answer it, and then she was going to leap off the railing and die.
Oh Lord!
So 500 for Nola, 500 for Jeremy, 300 for the rest of you, including Miriam.
She still would have had 8 more lives, so it's no big deal.
So everything seems to be good here. You guys, I would like to note, are very tired because you only got enough rest just to revive yourself from that last thing. So when they go to open the door to the Firefly Cellar, you got the Dragonborn guy. Like, you guys need to rest, don't you?
Is that Bookworm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'd like to take you to your new quarters.
Hell yeah.
And he starts to take you guys, go down those like really long corridors again. And down a long corridor, it's really bright here, by the way, because there's natural light that comes in here. It's only in the library areas that people have to use candles and fireflies and shit. But it's a very long corridor. And Talia, you see up ahead, I want to say maybe 100 yards, you see the hand dragging a book across the floor.
I am immediately going to run after that bitch.
You take off running toward it, but before you can get anywhere close to it, that freaking creature takes off running and grabs the book from the hand, smacks the book down, and takes off the imp.
Can I shoot it?
With disadvantage, go ahead.
Wow, those are both absolutely fucking terrible. It's a 12 at the high.
Don't hit it. It takes off down another corridor. It's out of sight, but the hand is laying there, and it's like trying to stand back up because it just got smacked.
God damn it.
Go get your hand.
I deep sigh and I say, I'm not getting any rest tonight. I pick the hand up and I say, let's go.
Cool.
We need the book.
So, yep. So you got your hand back, and you know that the hand was trying to bring a book to you, but got it. Yep. And so Bookworm says, okay, you guys get your rest up. And now that you guys have done this, we're going to do everything we can to help you take down Basil once and for all. And we don't know the book that he stole, but we do know the book that his comrade was reading before he left. And that book was called Ravenloft.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, it's very fortunate that you have a guide to Ravenloft right there.
It's just a model.
What good news for us.
Are you Basil's
It's a
friend?
really in-depth model.
So, with that said, we are going to stop the session tonight.
It's not even 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so
you going?
early.
We can rave.
Go.
We can Ravencroft.
I'll take
Like I
it.
said, I mean, if one feels like it needs to be 3 hours, we go 3 hours. If one feels like it needs to be an hour and a half, we go an hour and a half. The only thing that really hung us up on this is the fact that this thing is so disheveled. Like, I really like it. I don't know if I hope you guys liked it, but it is very disheveling. Like, this entire adventure, let me show you this. Every bit of this was within these pages right here. But the problem is I had to flip constantly. Every time you guys did one little thing. Like, there was no... Like, with Festandia's Mansion, it was very orderly. This one's all over the place. That said, I actually like this adventure better than the Festandia one. So I want to get some thoughts on that from everyone, of course. We'll start with Lewis.
It was interesting. I probably like the Festandia one more because it had more of a, maybe it's just because we stopped a lot of the events from happening, like dispelling magic and anti-cursing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was a few minutes there I didn't know exactly what we were supposed to do, and that also is kind of fun.
That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that the way this thing was set up, that you guys wouldn't just solve it instantly. Like, because I was worried when I read the hook for it that, and by the way, the book was not the only way to crush Shimshine. It's just the most obvious one. So there were actually other ways, but it would just require
statue throwing.
That and stuff like that. And then there was other examples it gave.
I wasn't heavy ass bookcases on them. So
yeah,
pot of flowers.
Anything that would apply like 1,000. I think it specifically said 1,000 pounds of pressure. Anything that gives 1,000 pounds of pressure would do it.
At 1,500.
I was worried we had to get the kid to kill it or something.
No, there was no one way. They don't
your fear or something like that.
They do a good job with these pre-written adventures of not just making one and only one way of solving it.
Okay,
you guys just found the most obvious one, but there were other ways for sure. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that one was, like I said, I read this whole thing, so I knew it all in my head before we even started. Like, I pretty much had it down, but I can't refer to like specifics, like where the hell is this specific part of the rhyme? You know what I mean? Like, I know it's in there because I read it, but like, it's like, where the fuck is it? It's not. There's even a part that specifically says that I was reading. That's when I was doing all the flipping. Like, hang on, guys, because it says refer to parentheses the rhyme, and I'm like, there's no sub-caption here that says the rhyme. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'll go to the index, look at the rhyme. There's no fucking index in Candlekeep.
Well, again, is that because we stopped events from happening that would have like?
No, you
even
didn't.
More?
No. It's fully designed for you to be able to save everyone if you wanted, like that.
Okay.
Like there's you guys did as good as possible with that. Like it doesn't. You guys did every single thing there was. The only events that didn't happen were the people going crazy and killing themselves. It would have eventually got to the point where who was it at the top of the list? I can't even remember now. Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
You would have been the first one of the group going mad if everyone else was dead.
Was there?
And then I'll just give you a little bit behind the scenes thing. The only way out of there, besides completing it, is Varnier did have a magic key that could open the door from the inside. So if every NPC died and you guys were left and you searched the body of Varnier, you could have found that and just said fuck it. But then you guys would be spreading that song to everyone you encounter. So.
Was there a way to not destroy the pop-up book?
What's that?
Was there a way to not break the pop-up
Yeah,
book?
absolutely. Nobody needed to. Huh?
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Yeah, not pick it up and break it.
Yeah, in fact, it has an option in the book. It says, if the party destroys it, do this. If the party doesn't destroy it, do this. And that's why I was saying, yeah, you do what you want. Like it really is open-ended in that regard. That was a very open-ended adventure for being in such a contained space. I really did like how they set it up. But the one thing with this Candlekeep thing, and that one shows more than the Fastandi one, is all 17 of these adventures, 16 out of 17 of these adventures were written by amateur writers that have never written a campaign before. They literally just got DMs who have homebrewed shit to come and write them.
It feels like it was unfortunately rushed because D&D got so big during the pandemic, and they were like, "Oh, we need to put out new content."
Yeah, the fact there's no index in it is absolute horseshit. The fact there's no stat blocks for villains. There was a stat block for Shimshine, but you guys figured this shit out long enough that I didn't make it where he started going. Because, okay, so if the book was intact, something I'll go ahead and give you. If the book was intact and you guys kept fucking around with it, like, let's say Ulfgar just kept walking around everywhere with the book, eventually Shimshan would come out and try to get you to leave the book alone.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, and he's invulnerable. He can only be killed. He does no damage. He can only be killed by 1,000 pounds of pressure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's cool. So
smacking him with a mage hand would not work.
Hidden Gem Comics saying, "Hey, dudes."
Hello. Welcome in.
Hello.
At the very end.
I also like Copy's comments in there.
Copy been hanging with us. We still want to get Copy to play.
Yes,
and
Copy.
Sean, I hope you're still here, Sean, but I have missed you, man. We've missed you a lot. We don't know where you've been.
Hopefully he responds.
Let's hear Phil's thoughts on this, though.
You're muted.
I liked the map, and I thought it was a good job of, I don't know if this was intentional, but it was like a mystery with a time limit.
Yep. But you can alter the time limit to give yourself more time or lose time quick.
Right. But I thought that added an element of, I want to say, suspense because you're beating the clock. Or because eventually we're going to start dying off and the tune's going to get louder and we're going to go insane and kill ourselves, right? So,
yeah.
Okay.
Or kill someone else.
Yeah,
that's the thing, too. You can be driven mad to kill someone else that's humming it.
And I'm really good at
that. This time, though, you wouldn't have been.
I got to say, though, it's been a while since I've done that. So maybe.
Yeah, I think you're over that.
It was my turn.
We'll hope. So, yeah, I liked it. Different elements than the other kind, but I felt frustrated for you. But it didn't take away from the game, but because of my DM experience.
Yeah, I mean, okay, to be honest with you, running things out of a book can be like that a little bit anyway, but when it's written out of order like that, it's bullshit. Because I know what is going to happen. I just can't figure out the exact wording, so I don't want to give you guys something that isn't the way it is.
Someone read it to be solved the way they would solve it and not any other way.
It's for the DM's perspective, it's like choose your adventure without giving me the next page number.
Yeah. I will say, though, it's still, I'd say those two adventures alone to me have made it absolutely worth the price I paid for this book. I love Candlekeep Mystery.
What is the book? Oh, okay. I was going to say, can you show us that book again?
Okay. And how many adventures are in it?
17.
Wow, we.
You guys just did adventure number 1 and adventure either 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Nice.
Because it's a 4th level adventure, but there's 2 4th level adventures. Everything else is 1 through 16. So.
Okay. So we're definitely not going to do them all.
No, hell no. I'm not going to let you because it's going to be great for even in future with you guys. It'd
Come
be
back
cool to
and play later.
do something else from another perspective. So, yeah, I love it. Honestly, it's a very, very good book. It just has a flaw of what I think Caroline said was it was rushed to get put out there. I think that is absolutely the truth.
They wanted people to have more things to play.
Yeah, but what's great about it is it does exactly what I like to do, where I like to do like a huge amount of home brewing with pulling stuff like this in the middle, because that's what the Forge of Fury was. That's what Saltmarsh was. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff pulled out of a book and put into my world, and this goes awesome with that. So yeah, I do love that. So, Phil, if you have any final thoughts on that, I'm going to go over to Caroline. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I found it more difficult just because I felt like I didn't really know, like, it wasn't a rolling situation as much as we normally have.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was struggling to come at it from the other point of view. As
It
like,
was a lot
no,
more
it's
ethereal
mental
figuring it out. Yeah, rather than just finding stuff. Yeah.
But it's nice to have that change of pace and be like, oh, we actually have to, like,
that's why I
not
picked it,
punch
actually.
our way through everything.
I actually read 3 different adventures when I chose this one. And I was like, I want to do this one just because it is so out there different than everything. Like, what other thing has that? You know, I mean, like,
I'm like, I think regardless of any of the other stuff that you'd made us do, we wouldn't have solved that any better than we did just now.
yeah, I think you guys did fine. Like, I mean, like, I wish I had made notes about things that I did, but you wouldn't think to have to make notes when you're only flipping through 6 pages. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you have to make notes on it? But, cool.
Yeah, I had fun with it.
I love the way you ran Miriam in this. That was perfect.
I'm trying to get better with her.
How do you like having the handbag?
Well, see, now I got to put the hand on the ground again and follow it to go find that book. I now have to let it go again.
So this is cool. How an example of how we create this as we go, because
But also, like, I want to fuck that imp up.
I already knew that I wanted the hand to find something for you while you were here before you guys even came to Candlekeep. As soon as I knew I was running Candlekeep, I knew I was going to do it. But whenever you guys let the imp go, not let it go, but were unable to stop it, basically, I'm like, this would be fucking perfect if the goddamn imp comes out. And like, yeah, like, I was like, that's perfect.
So now I have to let it go and follow and just, like, let it do its thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can the hand die?
It got smacked down pretty good.
Yeah, but can it die?
I suppose, yeah.
Disjointed body part. I mean,
Sean, I've been saying for a long time Caroline is the scariest person on this.
Me, myself, or the character I play?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right, you have any final thoughts before we go over here to Jeremy?
No, I'm just the hand is still on my forethought of my mind now. Forever on the forethought of my mind.
It's super fun. I'm so glad that, like, you didn't die from singing the song to death. That way you can get your hand back.
I need that third hand.
Yeah. All right, Jeremy, what do you think?
It was fun to have a mind game instead of like just fight your way out of it, or even last time it wasn't fully a fight your way out of it either. But this was all just like trying to figure out the puzzle.
Yeah, you know, and here's what surprised me about this. You guys all did something in this, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have sessions where, like, 1 or 2 of you might have more of a focus on the solving of it than the other, and then maybe the next time another. But, like, all of you actually did something pretty big. This, even Ulfgar, who normally is, like, the hit stuff guy, like, he hit the right stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
what did you think of it in comparison to the Festandia one?
I mean, I think the Festandia one was more interesting in terms of story, but this one was more interesting in terms of puzzle.
I agree.
And figuring out how to fix the problem.
Thank you for saying that, because, like, 80% of the story for the Festandia one was me and not the book. So that makes me feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. No, I mean, like they both had puzzle elements to them, but like this was just a very interesting puzzle itself.
You'll never play another one like it. Like if you ever did, you'd be like, "Oh man, they just ripped that off from Shimshan's bedtime story."
Yep. And that whole the story itself and the rhyme and all that was pretty cool. That like kind of creepy when I played that version of it too.
But what's cool is I noticed by your guys' reactions that you guys did get creeped out by a lot of things. And this book at the beginning of it does say that the goal is to have people spooked out because everything is supposed to seem normal until shit isn't normal. People going mad and committing suicide, kids writing things on the walls, bodies with the head singing by themselves and stuff, you know.
Yep.
It's supposed to feel creepy.
All we needed was a couple mirrors. Oh.
No. I'm just gonna start smashing mirrors if you make them show up in me. She's gonna take the end of her dagger and just be like, bam.
It's true. You've avoided mirrors for a long time, considering.
Considering the very first
imagine having that genuine terror in real life.
There has not been a mirror since that first one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been done.
Caroline threatened him off camera. It's scary, man.
I mean,
if she did that, I'd make more mirrors. But
also, I enjoyed using my inspiration point. Encourage everyone else to do.
See, isn't it awesome? Like, think how cool. Imagine if you hadn't used it for that, then you wouldn't have heard that humming right away, and then nobody would have reacted to it until it was either full on going, which made the time limit go faster, you know, or it would have, somebody would have had to go by that door and hear it. So yeah, that's a perfect example of using the inspiration point for anything besides a saving throw.
And then I got it back.
You got it back because you really did solid. I was getting worried there for a second because, like, I don't think it was even you originally who said it, but somebody straight up said that about like crushing Shimshan himself. And then you guys are talking about stacking bodies up. I'm like, you guys are going to drop this thing now. It's going to smash the bodies.
I was thinking that because Shimshan was in the body, if you crush the body, it was considered crushing him because he was inside.
No, because it'd be no different than if Ulfgar went up and just smashed the head. What would have happened was a few minutes later, the spirit would have just moved on to the next person.
Yeah.
So if you haven't figured it out, Phil figured it out. Whoa. Phil figured it out, but that's basically the timer was two separate things. It was the bodies of the people who've already died moving, and it was a countdown of people dying who were humming the song. So the Tabaxi chick was next. She would have thrown herself over, and it would have went through all the NPCs, and the next thing you know, Wolfrine would have been suicidal.
Like, I was suspicious it was that, but I was trying not to just say it. So that's why, like, when Jeremy kept dispelling magic on all immediately.
Yeah, it worked.
Like, hold on.
So I want to note.
Like, I wanted to see what happened if you killed it or something.
So I want to know early on when you asked me about what level. I mean, there is no level spell for it, so it's literally that. But it does say in the book that any attempts to dispel magic, remove curse, anything like that, I played it as it said to. It said basically a cure-all for all those. Basically that it would stop for that point, but then that person would eventually be cursed again.
Okay. So eventually it comes back, but
so you and Nola both did right on that. It's just it would have eventually come back. So you guys killed it by doing that. Like, but it didn't give me specifics for if they use this, do this. It just said an all-encompassing. If you used a potion, if you gave someone a potion to remove curse, then it would have done the same thing. They would have just got the curse back at a later point.
Gotcha.
But they would have been down lower on the list of people.
Yeah. So you didn't really need to roll at all. Just using it kind of did it. Okay.
Yep. Phil's attempt of plugging ears that did something because it made it where you because your initiative roll was actually higher than other people's, or sorry, lower because we were going on the lower end, lower than others, but you moved further down the list because you made an attempt to block your ears. Cool. Any other thoughts, Jeremy, before I go over to Nola?
I'm excited to figure out what I can put into the bag of holding.
Now that straight up is in the book. When I saw that is the first adventure I have ever played where you get a bag of holding just because. Like of course I've always known what a bag of holding is. I've never seen in a module, hey, they get a bag of holding. But straight up that says Vernier will give the person who takes out, who solves the puzzle of it, will give a bag of holdings. So there you go. And I'm really cautious about that. I don't give out bag of holdings in my games very easily. So I'm like, well, this is perfect.
Saying that early on.
Yep, but the book itself had it, so I'm like, they got it. So, all right, well, let's hear what Nola has to say because he went and did some clerical shit.
Clerical shit.
Well, I think this one's hard because it's something that wasn't yours, and there was so much sequencing that you had to be super familiar with it to be able to kind of get it to go seamlessly.
Yep.
And I think a couple of us have talked about it. Just there were like fits and starts, and it was kind of hard to kind of like get real into it because we kept having to kind of slow down and wait on what happens next and who goes where and all that kind of stuff. But I like you said, I think the Candlekeep mysteries are really cool. I just think that one in particular, especially, requires you to really know it inside and out to be able to make it flow smoothly.
Yep. It sucks because I knew in my head how it was solved. I just didn't know where the individual thing was. Right. And I definitely don't have the freaking the rhyme memorized to be able to just off the cuff. It's like I didn't like with the puzzle. I mean the Sphinx. I created that so I could just spin it. When you guys went and talked to the Sphinx.
Sure.
Like I was able to just say it because I created that like an hour before we played. That was, somewhere in those pages, and I couldn't find it. But yeah, you're right. Other than that, I mean, that's kind of one of the trade-offs to running pre-planned adventures is, like you said, just knowing other people's work. That's why I like to homebrew mostly and just pull from books. But that's one that I pulled almost to a T from. Like, in fact, there was no homebrew in this at all. I'd say that's the first thing you guys have done that has been 100% a book. I had no input in what you guys did. So,
yeah, I think we all kind of felt that too. It felt very different.
Yep. But I wanted to be different because it gives me a chance to create better shit later on and then insert some ideas that aren't my own.
Oh yeah, not bad. Just
I know.
Distinctly different than.
It definitely ran differently than what we were used to.
But I'll tell you this: we're at the 2-hour mark. All right, if you factor out the time of us chit chatting now, and you factor out like I'd say maybe roughly 10 minutes of trying to figure out where the shit was. That's an hour and 45 minutes of play, and you got to admit that was a solid hour and 45 minutes. Like, you know what I mean?
It was
like,
consistent.
Like it is a solid. Like what they gave is very good. Those are good NPCs. It was a good puzzle. All that. The map was awesome. So.
Yeah, having these like maps made by people is super clutch.
Oh, so that map is exactly like that in the book. I'll show you real quick. It's just that the one that I used was one that someone painted, and I thought the painting of it was better. But here's the actual map.
Oh,
same thing.
I like that fancy map.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see again, just like I can take it and make it my own. Someone else took that map and made that their own and colored it and gave. Like Jeremy hits everything. What's in this treasure chest over here? He's like, well, that's just something. Yeah.
I really wanted to find how to find the treasure chest.
Cool. All right. Well, we're going to drop out here and we're going to go backstage and shoot the shit. But thank you guys. Copy, Hidden Gems, Sean, J2 was here. Thank you guys for still drop by and seeing what we're up to with all this.
J2 is live right now on the low grades.
Yes.
J2 will most likely be playing a one-shot with us tomorrow.
Nice. Copy just finished up his show a little while ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's doing a giveaway.
We've been a week without you guys. I've missed it. I'm glad. I really wish we could have Tuesday, but everything under the sun. And again, I'm totally glad Nola was here because think how much of an experience this would have been without him. Like he actually had a huge impact on this early on because of the whole stopping people. You guys doing some Brady Bunch shit. Yeah. So again, thank you guys for playing and being a part of D&D because it's awesome having you guys.
Thanks for putting it on every week, bro.
Yeah. All right.
You guys are silly.
See ya.